Hey, what's going on? Tripp here from trippadvice.com. Today we are talking about confidence. Guys want confidence. Women like to be with a confident guy. So it is important to learn how to be confident so you can actually be more attractive to the women that you meet. But also building confidence is going to drip into all these different areas of your life. I remember when I first started to learn how to meet women back in my early 20s. And I remember that I was not a confident guy. I would even say that I had pretty low self-esteem. And once I started to learn how to meet women and it started getting a little bit easier for me and I started to see more results, what I found was I started to become more confident in all these different areas of my life. I became more confident with talking to family members and having hard discussions. I remember being more confident around friends and social situations. I remember feeling more confident with work calls and networking. I became just more comfortable around people and socializing. So confidence really is amazing, and building it through the process of meeting women, it's just crazy how much it can affect all these different areas. This wonderful domino effect of all these different areas just feeling better. I think because when you start to feel confident in one area, you end up building self-esteem. And self-esteem is built through keeping the promises that you make to yourself. So if you're building confidence in some area, you build competence in an area. So that means that you've been doing things where you have been keeping the promises you're making to yourself. You're saying, hey, I'm going to go and talk to this many girls. I'm going to try and approach girls. I'm going to set up an online dating profile and get pictures. You're doing all these little mini steps, these mini things that start to build your self-esteem. So you start to see yourself as a valuable person. You start to give yourself value, right? AKA self-esteem. You look at yourself like a worthy person. So then, the reason why you're around people and feeling good is because you feel good about yourself. You are subconsciously thinking, I should be totally allowed to be having this conversation with this person at this time, talking about whatever you need to be talking about, socializing with these people, talking to big crowds, because you feel more worthy. So that's how this is all connected together, okay? How you're going to do this is through competence. I've never heard of anyone ever building confidence by just sitting here on their couch, okay? It doesn't happen that way. It is a process, and if you want to build that unshakable, crazy courage and confidence with women, it is going to take crawling through the mud a little bit. I want to share with you something real quick to interrupt. There is a free video I literally just remembered that I had, and that's true. It's called Instantly Confident. So it's just going to give you some more information, a little bit of a deeper dive. It's completely free. You can get it. I'll just send it to your email. Click the link below. Again, it's called Instantly Confident. Just does a little bit more, gives you a little bit more information, a little bit more work and exercises that you can do, and goes a little bit deeper. So check that out when you can. There's a link down in the description below. But I digress. Again, we're talking about how you can build confidence and just a start, a little bit of an introduction, a beginner's kind of confidence. And that is going to be by going out and talking to women and putting yourself out there. I work with a lot of clients that are wanting to know, like, what's the quick fix to confidence? And it's by going out there and getting rejected over and over, which sounds insanely counterintuitive. I know. You're thinking, if I go get rejected, I'm going to feel like crap because I got rejected. So I'm getting all this proof that women don't want to talk to me. However, the crazy part about this is I found through myself and through other guys that I coach and give this advice to, that when they go and do that, they don't end up feeling as bad as you think you're going to feel. You picture yourself feeling a lot worse, but there's a lot happening here. You're thinking like, oh, I'm just going to feel this feeling of rejection because I'm going out there and I'm getting rejected and talking to women and putting myself out there. However, yeah, that might happen, and it will, I'm sure it will happen, right? You're going to feel a little crappy when you get rejected. But what's going to overpower that is the fact that you kept the promise that you make to yourself to go out and actually do approaches, talking to women, go to parties, socialize, all that. So you're going to feel that burst of energy and also that burst of self-esteem. But also, you're going to be going through the motions and you're just going to be proud of yourself for doing it because you did something that's really hard. And also, you're expecting that you're just going to get rejected by every single girl, and that is not going to happen. You will have at least one girl, if you do it enough times, that's going to give you a reaction where you're going to be like, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. Or you're going to get rejected by a girl and you're going to laugh and you're going to go, that was really not that bad. I have a client that I'm working with right now. I'm pushing him to do approaches, and he told me just the other week, he goes, I think I got the worst rejection of my life, Tripp. I go, well, what happened? I got to hear this. He goes, yeah, I just went up to a woman, and the second I was about to say anything to her, she goes, no, please stop, get away. And I was like, so how do you feel? And he says, I just laughed. It was so intense that it was so jarring that it just made me laugh because it was funny. I didn't even say anything to her, and she just kind of pushed me away, which is funny because it reminds me of an old story when I did that, but a girl was just like, fuck you. Like, I didn't say a word, and she goes, fuck you, and I'll always remember that story because it's funny. And you would think that that's probably the worst rejection, right? Because nothing worse than that ever happens. So what I'm saying to do here is I want you to build confidence through meeting women in person, doing approaches, getting online on the dating apps, and getting a lot of first dates, and just doing a lot of this over and over and over until you callous up, until you get a little bit tougher, a little bit stronger, and you realize this isn't so bad. Like I said, a little recap here. You'll build self-esteem because you're keeping the promises that you're making to yourself. You're going to realize the rejections aren't that bad. You're going to be proud of yourself for actually doing it, and the feel-good chemicals are going to be dripping from that because you actually accomplished something. That's actually serotonin, by the way. So that is going to be huge for you, but you can't build the confidence without competence. So please, as a PSA, don't sit at home. Don't even just sit here and watch all these videos to build the confidence. Use the information I'm giving you to go out. If you want a deeper dive, check out my Instantly Confident video. I think it's only about 15 minutes long. Just a little bit of a deeper dive if you're interested in this topic. Click the link down below. It's completely free. Go grab that. Hit that like button if this was motivational and this helped you. And when I see those likes, it makes me know that you actually like this kind of content. And of course, I will continue to create more. Hope that helps. I'll see you on the next video.